If you're thinking about working on your child's sleep, I recommend it's a good idea to allocate a period of time of probably 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. They don't have huge interruptions. This does not mean you need to give up your job. But what it really does mean is that you don't want any overnights, weekends away, sleepovers, changing care personnel as best as possible in the overnight period for at least 2 to 3 weeks. I always recommend that you don't either have vaccinations or big changes just in general. Now that can be hard to organise, but let me tell you why it might be important. First of all, it can take the brain 3 to 4 weeks to learn a new pattern of behaviour, and it can also take that long for sleep to become more established, depending on the changes that you're making and the aspirations that you have. But sometimes other things affect sleep, like teething and sickness. So they're what I would describe as being uncontrollable. The controllables are the location, the emotional backdrop, the caregivers. And this doesn't mean that you need no daycare or granny looking after child during the day, but it just means that there's a level of reliability and predictability for your child. Because if you begin sleep work, which takes its time to get its act together, and if other things like teething and sickness and developmental milestones speak to that too, and then you add in vaccination, sleep work and vaccinations don't go very well, even if your child has had no big reactions ordinarily, and also change in location and then a return back home often causes a level of an emotional disruption that can just make it really hard to get back on track. So whenever possible, I suggest that you have a smooth period of time within reason, and then you can work on your sleep and you can then manage the other uncontrollables like the teething and sickness as you work through it. And then after that length of time, you can invoke lots of flexibility by day and travel, and you can help and make the sleep work in your favour that way too.